I did my General Management MBA from Nanyang Business School. Typically, it is a 12 months MBA, but Nanyang Business School provides the flexibility to complete the MBA as per your capabilities. So I finished my MBA in about 8 months and graduated in July 2015. This expedition is run by 2041 Foundation, which is founded by Sir Robert Swan, who is the first man on the planet to walk to both North Pole and the South Pole. He is pioneer in this subject and has been working for many years now to inspire young leaders for a sustainable future. Every year he takes about 80 to 100 people on the shores of Antarctica to really experience climate change in reality. So the journey really started in July 2017, and the 9 months have presented me with a lot of situations which are very challenging emotionally, physically and psychologically. One of the things that I would like to share with you is really during the expedition itself. Antarctica presents with numerous accidental experiences as well. So temperature will suddenly drop from -20 to -30 degrees. The winds will pick up from absolutely standstill environment to about 40 knots. And as you know, 50 knots an hour is a hurricane itself. So you really have to prep yourself very hard on a daily basis to make sure you can keep up to the harsh weather conditions. I'm very passionate about the topic of climate change, and I would like to share one of my favorite sayings from Sir Robert Swan, which is that the greatest threat to this planet is the belief that somebody else will save it. I think the responsibility really starts from ourselves as individuals. There are a lot of things that we can do in our own individual capacity to make this place a better place. For example, very little things like, use your own plastic water bottle instead of using paper cups. Do away with collecting business cards and digitize them so that, you don't have to worry about recycling. Take out your power plugs and chargers from the sockets and don't use or waste electricity. I work as an account manager at Microsoft Singapore, and I work with the transport and utilities segment. I work with all the top executives across these accounts, and I think being in Microsoft essentially forms the pivotal of how I can influence these customers. Sustainability today is a boardroom conversation, and companies cannot shy away from it. And Microsoft is doing a lot of work in sustainability, not just internally to improve our own operations, but also working with customers to see how we can make their operations more successful. There were two critical parts of preparation for the expedition. One was getting the sponsorship and the second was physical training. The expedition fees was about $25,000 US. Out of this entire amount, I was able to raise 80% of the sponsorship by 7 sponsors. But this didn't come easy. I actually reached out to 150 odd different people and organizations. And after facing multiple rejections and really being able to reach out to a few people who could resonate to my mission, I did manage to make the sponsorship. Nanyang Business School has been one of my initial sponsors, and I'm very happy that that was the first door I knocked, because it essentially gives me the confidence that the school really believes in the mission statement in the true sense and is ready to sponsor business leaders like us to take the next step to make the world a better place. The second part was essentially the physical training itself. Going to Antarctica is not easy. We spent about 7 to 8 hours every day out in extreme weather condition, which really tests a lot physically. So I had to train for about 3 to 4 hours every day. I did a lot of kickboxing, physical training, and even yoga to get my center in place to make sure that you are able to keep up with the place psychologically as well. I've come back very charged up from the expedition, and it has had a profound impact on how I have started seeing nature. The few things I've already started doing, and I will share some of them with you. One of them is planting trees. I think planting trees is a very easy thing which most people across the globe can do, and I have taken a personal goal of planting 8,000 trees by the end of 2018. The second is really around working with community and schools. Thirdly, I have recently joined a culture club in Microsoft Singapore, which is focusing on environment. The goal of the club essentially is to really increase awareness about climate change and also positively impact the community in Microsoft to create some initiatives related to environment and also have a positive influence on our society.